Happy Monday. My name is Tim Storey. This is Tim Storey Motivational Monday. And I want to say this, so many of you are watching, so many of you, and we are talking about life and having an amazing life. Some of you that watch me, you know that I talk about 3 levels of living: almost, most, and utmost. So here on Steve Harvey TV, Facebook, we're talking about how to live an utmost life. Almost means not quite. Like, I almost got the job, I almost lost the weight, Rogaine almost worked on my head. That's almost. Most means there's a ceiling. And you know by watching Steve Harvey, he does not believe that there's a ceiling. I do not believe there's a ceiling. I believe that we should go high, high, high into that utmost place. So, Tim Storey. Who is Tim Storey? I've been life coaching people for over 30 years. My doctorate is in world religion. I've been counseling people for a long time. Predominantly I work with entertainers. And so it's been a privilege to connect with Steve Harvey, do many projects together, even go on tour and speak, and now doing this Facebook and changing people's lives on Monday. Now, here's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about relationships. I've found that you could be the right person with the right plan, but you have to be with the right people. But even when you're with the right people, there's going to be problems within the people. And we start to have problems with our relationships. So I want to talk to you about how to navigate your way through challenges in your relationship. So that should have really gotten some of your attention, because some of you are single, and that's a problem because some of you want to be in a relationship. Some of you are in a relationship, either dating somebody, engaged, or married, and you are finding problems in your relationship. But I also want to get into problems in your relationship today with your children. Man, you know, I have 2 children. I have a son and I have a daughter, and I am a single father. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes your life could be going so well, and then something happens with your children. So if you are having challenges in any form of a relationship, Evan, who helps us, is going to be taking your questions. If you have a question for me as a life coach about a relationship that you're in, a challenge in the relationship having to do with being single, having to do with dating somebody, being engaged, being married, or even with your family. And so as you are asking questions, I want to talk a little bit about this. I was in North Dallas, and I was doing a wedding, and a lady came up to me, and she told me she was 73 years of age, and she said, "Tim, I have a challenge, and here's my challenge." She said, "I have been married for over 45 years to the same man." And she said, about 2 years ago, he decided that the marriage was not working for him, and he decided to get up and leave. And so he was leaving the relationship. But not only did he leave, he left her for another woman and just really broke her heart. And she said, "I feel like my life is over. I'm heartbroken, and I know that you're the comeback coach, and I feel like I'm done." I said, "Well, number one, you're not done." I said, "Let's talk about the relationship that you were in with your then husband. Let's talk about the different areas." I said, "Was he funny?" And she said, "No." I said, "Was he amusing and interesting to be around?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Was he a good provider?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Did he make you laugh? Did he give you enjoyable moments?" "No." "Did you guys have a date night?" "No." I said, "On a scale of 1 to 10, at best, what was your relationship, let's say 2 years before he even left?" And she said, "Maybe about a 4. And I said, "The challenge is you are romanticizing a relationship that was not good." And that happens in our lives so many times. We romanticize things that were really never that great in the first place. So many times people that are single, you start thinking back to a man or a woman that you're with, and you begin to blow it up and make it even greater than it was, and it was not that. So we need to get very real about the way the relationships were, okay? So you could be the right person with the right plan, but you have to have the right relationships. Are you going through relationship challenges today? If so, what are they? Now, I'm going to say one more thing, and then Evan's going to chime in on things that you're saying back to us. Even in my own life, man, I have found you got to stay on the yellow brick road. It's like the Wizard of Oz. Remember, Dorothy wanted to get to the wizard, and they said, follow the yellow brick road. Make sure and follow the yellow brick road. But so many things try to take her off the yellow brick road. Even Toto, her own loving dog, he took her off the yellow brick road. The Wicked Witch tried to take her off the yellow brick road. The Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion. For you, you have a plan that God has put in your spirit. So that's your yellow brick road, okay? And then you're becoming the best person you could become. I know some of you have been working on your eating, you're working on your health and nutrition, your exercise, but now we got to make sure we have the right people in our life to keep us on the yellow brick road, okay? We're talking about relationships, relationship challenges. You can ask me any question you would like about relationship challenges that you're going through. Evan, what are people talking about?
We got a lot of questions, a lot of age-related questions, and a lot of family and relationship-related questions. Which one do you want to start with?
Anywhere you want to go. I knew that this would be a hot topic, Evan, just because everywhere I go, I'm not joking. I could be in any store, I could be getting gas, and people say, hey, Tim Storey, and they want to ask me about relationships. So, Evan, anything you feel.
All right, let's go with this one first. So I moved out of state to be with my man, been here 3 years now, and I want to go back. I miss my family, but what if he won't go? He said he would, but now I don't think he will.
Okay. All right, so here's the thing, Evan, is that this person that is writing in, you have a calling on your life. Even in the biblical sense, it says walk worthy of your calling. It doesn't say walk worthy of someone else's calling. So you have a calling. Your calling is specific and it's unique to you. So it's important that you stay very focused on your calling and don't let somebody take you off course. You need a partner that will partner with you on your specific calling. And so let that person know. Say, I feel like I'm called to do this, and do you want to stick with me on this calling? If they say no, then unfortunately that's a person, Evan, that was with them for a reason, a season, but not a lifetime. Next question.
All right, this is a good one for how today's dating scene works. This could help a lot of people. What do you think about online dating?
Online dating, I'll tell you the truth, when it first came out, I was a little bit leery. But it's amazing how many of you that I meet across the nation, because I go do these big motivational events, and I'll talk to some of you, you met through online dating. But Evan, here's what I think is a key. You got to really make sure you set strong boundaries in online dating. And I think the best thing to do, please do not go to dinner with someone the first time. Because what if it's not working in the first 4 minutes? Then you got to be there for an hour. No way. So I think you should meet somebody for coffee or for tea. Go to one of the famous spots. I won't give them, the name out. But go to one of the famous little coffee places or tea. Go there. That way you can be there 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I do believe in online dating. Make sure you vet somebody. Make sure that it's correct. Meet them 15, 20 minutes. If you like them, stay for 45. Next question.
What do you do when your boyfriend says you're not his priority?
Okay, now, Evan, if your boyfriend says you're not his priority, here's the deal. You gotta most likely move on. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you are valuable. People like valuable things. They're like Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, okay, Christian Louboutin, red bottoms. hey, you are more valuable than any of those brands that I just mentioned. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are an amazing person. And if somebody does not value you at that level, then that's really not good. Because if that's where they're at now, what's going to happen later in life? Do you hear what I'm saying? And it's hard to teach somebody, hey, value me. I am a princess or I'm a king. Sometimes either they got it or they don't. Find somebody that does value. Evan, this place is on fire. People love these kind of things, talking about relationships. What are you going through? What are you feeling? Ask Tim and Evan right now. Send us your message. What is your question about relationships? We're on Steve Harvey TV on Facebook. And make sure and share, because you care. Our numbers are high. We're going to make them even bigger. We're changing people's lives on purpose on Mondays.
All right, next question we got. This comes from Lucy Porter. I'm a widow and have been since 2003. I'll be 64 years old this year. How does one start dating again at that age?
Number one, Lucy, you're young, 64. You're young. People are living strong through their 90s now. Man, I met a 91-year-old woman in Louisiana. She was looking good, feeling good, walking strong. So number one, Lucy, you are young. The Bible says that the righteous will still bear fruit in their older age, and they'll stay fresh and green. So you are fresh and green. How do I go about dating? I really believe you got to get in a community. And one of the things that I like for people that are seniors is to start to get into travel clubs. Guys, I'm giving you good advice today. Go somewhere with a travel club. Go on a adventure for the day, no matter what state you live in. They have travel clubs for seniors that, like, let's say I live in Los Angeles. You can go to, like, the San Diego Zoo with a group of people. Get in travel clubs, also your local church or synagogue, or do something you've never done before. Join a bowling league, join a dancing club, get out into some type of club, get around people that are going to find you amazing, Lucy. All right? 2 more questions.
This is an interesting one. What do you do with a man that's new to the relationship world? Like he doesn't know anything about having a girlfriend.
Evan, they're talking to us about a clueless man. And I'm a man, and so many of you guys are clueless in relationships, and that's why Steve Harvey's books are selling so well on relationships. Okay, 2 things you could do with that man that's clueless. Number 1, get rid of him. Number 2, educate him. Let's try educating him. Don't just throw him out. Try to educate him. Say to him things like this. This is my love language that I want to receive. I need your quality time. I need your acts of kindness. I need you to listen to me. Educate him. Let him know what you're looking for. Guys, sometimes we don't know what the woman is looking for. Educate us, okay? Tell him what you're looking for and give him time to respond. And then give him a book that could help him on relationships and what you're looking for. Women, isn't that true? Educate these guys. There's some good guys out there. They just need to be schooled, all right? Evan, last one.
All right, we're getting a lot of questions from single moms, so let's help them out. What's the best advice for single moms who are trying to get back into the dating scene?
Okay, a single mom who wants to get back into the dating scene. Now, this is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to tell you why. Because if your kids are older, they're snoopy. They're going to look through your phone. They're going to wonder why mom's looking hot at this particular day. And so as a single mom, I tell you what, you really have to take your time and make sure you make quality choices because you have children to look after, okay? So if you're a single mom, should you be dating? Yes, you deserve your own life. So if your kids are old enough, I would explain to them what you're doing. Mom is going to start dating again, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm taking my time. I'm going to be okay. I'm meeting some nice guys. Make sure and communicate. Don't be kind of sneaky about it, but communicate. But you got to be very careful because you have children, okay? The other thing about being a single mom is that, wow, you have all that responsibility after you go from the date back home. But here's what I want to say. When you're on the date, enjoy the date, okay? Enjoy your life because you're many, many components. You are a mother, you're a woman, okay? You got a career, you may have a job, you got a lot of things going for you, and you have children. But enjoy your life. Evan, I feel it's so hot, we got to take one more today.
All right, we'll do one more.
Motivational Mondays with Tim Storey. This is Facebook Live, Steve Harvey TV. Share, share, share because you care. Share, share, share because you care. Let people know Tim Storey, Life Coach to the Stars, is partnering with his friend Steve Harvey every Monday answering your questions. You know why? Because we care about you. It's time for you to jump, get moving, elevate your life. Last bonus question today, Motivational Monday.
All right, bonus question we got. I have a friend who's been cheating on his wife for the past almost 6 years with the same girl. What do I say to the girl who is also a friend of the wife?
Okay, one I get all the time. Here's what I would do. I would go to the person who is cheating, because he's been cheating a long time. And I would say to this person, listen, I don't think it's fair of what you've been doing all this time. And life has been trying to give you grace. And you're walking right over the grace. The Bible talks about a fool in the Bible. Over 200 times it talks about a fool. A fool, I beg you to hear this, is somebody who knows better, but they walk over the better that they know. So in this case, this man is being a fool because he knows better and he's walking over the better that he knows. So go up to him and say, listen, I'm telling you now that if this does not stop, either you're going to go to her or I'm going to go to her. And you should give him that option. Either you're going to go to her or I'm going to go to her. Okay? But I would challenge the fool. All right? This has been Steve Harvey Live TV here on Facebook. I hope that you're enjoying everything that we're doing through the Steve Harvey world. So many people's lives are being changed. Even the outreaches as we go around and change young people's lives and give them hope. These Motivational Mondays are on fire. If you love these Motivational Mondays with Tim Storey, send me some emojis right now. I love those emojis when they come in. Send me some emojis, okay? Today we talked about relationships, and it was so on fire. Guess what we're going to talk about next Monday? Relationships Part 2. All right? Share this with people. Share because you care. Thank you, Evan, my co-host. We're changing lives on purpose. Life is good. Happy Motivational Monday.